Hello and welcome back to my channel, and today we're taking a look at Helldivers 2. Now this game does not require any introduction. You are a representative of Super Earth and you liberate everything and everyone at the same time. So to be fair, it's just what Helldivers is all about. And yeah, let's talk about the requirements. The minimum CPU you need to have is i7 4790K, at least 8 gigabytes of RAM, and GPU wise at least 1050 Ti to play this game on low quality settings. For recommended, it gets a bit more interesting. The recommended CPU is an i7 9700K, which is a 9th gen CPU, mind you, 16 gigs of RAM and at least RTX 2060. And the reason I'm a little bit surprised is because 9700K is a 9th gen CPU, just a smidge faster than a 96K, and just a smidge slower to an extent as a 99K. I mean, 97K simply do not have any hyperthreading, while the 99K does. So that being a required, the recommended CPU is a very, very modest requirement. Obviously, all the newer CPUs will blow those things out of the water. So let's look at the options we're running with. As per usual, we're going with a 2K native resolution, no DLSS, no FSR, no upscalers, full screen, no frame rate limit, no vertical sync. For graphics, we're going with the ultra preset, no motion blur, no depth of field, and everything else is cranked on as much as we can. And I'm gonna go and drop down planet side and see how we get on. Obviously I'm gonna go with the easiest difficulty possible. I'm only level 5, so as you might imagine, it's kinda how it goes. So we need to blow stuff up, so I'm gonna take my favorite stratagems, which is essentially these things. And yeah, let's see how much frames we're gonna get down on the planet, which I believe is not gonna be too different. It's not gonna differ too much in regards to the ship's bridge and the planet. But yeah, MSI right hand side. Let's see how this goes.
Let our enemies choke upon their territorial ambitions.
Okay, let's introduce.
Sending down sentry.
These guys to us. And this. And rain down on them a little bit. Probably that's the broadcast tower. We're gonna level it as well. But, all things considered, I must say, this just runs and looks fantastic.
Stand clear.
Like, look at this. Glorious. We're pulling 5.8 gigs of video memory allocated, 14.5 with RAM, and we're around 80-ish frames while everything's being blown up. So, to be fair, this for ultra settings, I must say this is absolutely playable. But yeah, I guess we just really need to.
Unleashing democracy.
You have been a stalwart line of freedom. Extract when ready.
We're gonna extract a little bit later. Let's just run around, make sure that the frames are looking good, which obviously they are, and the extraction is somewhere there. But as you can see, this is one of the things why Helldivers is so popular. It's not only that you can blow termites and automatons all the way sky high, it's also that it actually runs fine. Playing with my friends in very high NPC areas did not really make the game stutter or crash, which, considering how much action is happening on the screen, specifically when you call in the stratagems one after another, you blow stuff up as much as you possibly can, I gotta say, it is really kind of puts things into perspective, but overall the game does look nice. I did have some reservations about the game loop. Certain things are a bit repetitive, but then again, in co-op the biggest fun is literally blowing up your own squad mates, even though they don't like it, but then they do it for you, and it's just how it works. But yeah, I don't know, performance wise, can't really complain about this. Let's just have a look-see, so we're not getting blown up too much. We should be out of effective range. I mean, all this destruction, we didn't even go below 80 frames. I must say that's an absolute win.
Extraction request confirmed. Shuttle inbound.
I would want to say that we probably don't need to
Stand clear.
be this paranoid about the defense, but then again, who knows? Those bugs love to just crawl up on you. So yeah.
ETA, T-minus 1 minute and 30 seconds.
What's the worst that could happen? Right, let's light this candle
Here comes the cavalry.
and keep an eye on the frames. 75 on the lowest bit. I mean, this is absolutely fine.
ETA, T-minus 1 minute.
Nothing in the chamber.
So yeah, that's Helldivers, and it runs absolutely fine. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Over and out.